I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
Right. I hope that you are fully festive. Because this is as close to Christmas we're going to get from a recording point of view, I think. And no, not a release point of view. The one that came out today was closest, wasn't it?
Yes, this will be after Christmas, but imagine me jingling my sleigh bells.
Quite. I've got a mental image. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. I don't quite know how I'm going to get rid of that. So yes, here we are. We are awfully close to the big day itself. We were just discussing off air how poised and ready we are for the main event. You've done no wrapping of presents, and you haven't bought any food yet, so you're all over it.
Yeah, on it. There's a plan though.
I don't agree with the plan.
No, neither do I.
No,
but nevertheless.
No. Just to clarify, I think it's bordering on lunacy.
Yeah.
Oh, for the dear listener, Mike will be going to do his food shopping for Christmas at what can only be described as, was it 6 a.m. on Christmas Eve?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep, right there. Right there. Yeah. Yes. Before then starting work.
Yeah, it's a nice touch that, like that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you would, in inverted commas, like that. I'm less keen on the whole concept, but there it is.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we've joked about it, and I do find it slightly funny. But however, I'm cross for you.
Are you? Solidarity and all that.
You say it's planned. Like I said, it's just, I feel like the plan needs to be revisited. I mean, it's too late now, but
yeah, can't reschedule for this year. But
no, because your only opportunity to go is now, and clearly that's not going to work because we're recording.
Because we're doing this, yeah. Yeah.
That's a problem.
So we're prioritising our dear listener over food shopping this evening. So yes, the only realistic opportunity, because obviously if I go after work tomorrow, there'll be nothing left. So there'll
be hints of food, but there'll be a lot of people in the way.
Yeah,
I used a very sensible word there, saying people, didn't I?
You did suggest people.
Yeah. Because actually, it might be a slightly more descriptive word.
Yeah, but family podcast and all.
Oh yes, because we don't swear on here.
Well, one of us doesn't.
You've snuck in a few.
Yeah, probably have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, in the world of cars, I'll be honest, I don't have any festive content.
There's not a lot going on, is there? Really?
Bits and bobs. I mean, we've got enough to get through an episode here. I mean, let's face it.
We don't usually struggle.
No. There is sort of car news that's been lingering around, but we generate our own content here. We got treats for you this week.
We actually do.
We actually have our own self-generated content. However, that's not for now.
Something else first.
No, yeah. Yes. What's for now is the ever popular, perhaps not with us at this point, two truths, one lie. Because it's my turn to fire statements in your direction, as we stand currently at 18-16. So you need to get your 17th point today just to maintain status quo.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's a foregone conclusion at this point, as we know. Neither of us can get one wrong at the moment. So, yes, the tedious ping pong will continue.
Quite. I'm curious to know whether we can wrap it up as quickly as we did last week. That didn't really work, did it?
You weren't entirely in the spirit of it last week. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, I gave my answer. I just gave it rather quickly.
It was quite abrupt, and certainly did nothing for the suspense of the whole thing. No.
It probably rules out any sort of people worrying, going, well, I wonder if they're Googling stuff. You've heard how long it takes me to type something, so we're fairly safe on that.
Yeah, you absolutely did not Google that unless you've got some kind of voice-activated premonition system that can preempt what I'm going to ask and present you with the answer before I've even finished the question.
I don't think we're there yet, technology-wise.
No, not even close. We struggle to get the right answer even when we type it in, let's be honest.
Yeah, and let's face it, you and I have both done our sort of statement research, and obviously when we do it, we fact check it to make sure that we've got it right. And AI is very popular at the moment, obviously, as the buzzword.
At the moment, is
what
I would emphasise there. Yes.
Yeah, it does need to get in the fucking sea so we can buy some computer components without being royally shafted.
Yeah, but I am sitting on 32 gig of DDR5 at the moment. That's my retirement fund now.
Here he is. He's flexing.
Who'd have thought that was even possible?
Quite, yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's high roller there with his RAM kit on his desk.
It'd be people laying down RAM sticks in casinos of Las Vegas soon.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Yep, that'll be it. Then the croupier will announce that there's a high roller at the table, and that's it.
Yeah. Sorry, sir, I don't think we can accept that. You might break the house.
Quite. Oh dear, no! What a state to get in. It's ridiculous. It really is. Fucking hell. What was my point? Oh, us fact checking and AI. When we fact check, it goes, "Oh, you're absolutely right." And you go, "No, I'm not. This is me fact checking a false statement." What?
I have put something in that I know to be false and had it return several paragraphs of well-written, very convincing, in inverted commas, facts telling me that it's absolutely true. Yes.
It's not foolproof, is it? That's what we've learnt, yeah?
Sticking -AI on the end of it helps a lot.
It does. That's happy days then.
Yeah. Turn it off. That doesn't work.
Well,
still, the bubble's going to burst. Everyone's going to lose all their money. We can buy some RAM and graphics cards at a decent price again, and all will be happy.
Yeah. Yes, bring that on sharpish, please. However, it is time for you to write down some statements.
It is.
They're relatively short and sweet.
Good.
I can't make any sort of claims about the quality of them because it makes absolutely no difference.
Doesn't matter. No, absolutely not. No, we've tried what we think is difficult. We've tried what we think is easy. We've tried obscure. We've tried mainstream. Nothing seems to break it at the moment.
Nope. Oh well. Right. Here we go then.
Onwards.
Are you ready?
Yes. I have a note-taking receptacle.
Okay. Now this one's fairly short, so ready yourself for statement 1. Some early automatic transmissions used whale oil as a friction modifier.
Blimey.
Okay.
Right, let me get that down. Oil as a friction modifier. Did you say modifier?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Some early automatic transmissions used whale oil as a friction modifier. Blimey.
Blimey indeed.
I mean, it would have to be early because obviously hunting whales was outlawed in quite a lot of the world.
Yes, people do tend to frown upon it.
Yeah, it's become fairly unpopular. Okay. I mean, yeah. Before that happened, before we realised it was a horrible, barbaric practice of obtaining this stuff, I guess it's feasible. I mean, it was used for all sorts of things. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, it's plausible. Yeah. Okay.
Mull it over.
Yeah. I will. I like the fish reference there. Mullet. That's very nice. Yeah, very good. Yes.
Nice.
Keeping with the seaside theme there. Yes.
Yes. This next one isn't, I'm afraid. Statement number 2. The standard rearview mirror was first used in a race car at the inaugural Indianapolis 500 in 1911.
Indy 500, you say? 1911. And I managed to spell mirror without using an M. Interesting.
Yes, that's quite impressive, actually, because when for instance, when the Americans say the word, they manage to say it without any vowels.
Well, they're not fond of vowels. I think they think they're a communist plot. Standard rearview mirror. It's interesting because we had a statement about rearview mirrors last week.
Yeah, I know. I've done my prep on this. I was like, oh shit. And I haven't had time to pack out my statements, and I'm like, right, I'm gonna have to go with it.
When I started it, did you think I was going to ask the same thing?
Well, initially I thought you were going to ask the same thing, but then after mulling it over, I might have to revisit that one just in case you come across this answer, which you may well have, but you're doing a much better way of drawing out the content than I did. So I just don't know. Statement
1911. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Statement number 3. Number three. The Lamborghini logo, which features a charging bull, was chosen because founder Ferruccio Lamborghini grew up on a farm that bred bulls.
Now, interesting. Now, I watched Harry's recent series where he drove his Countach, and he took it to the Lamborghini farm, I seem to remember, and the vineyard and the factory. So it certainly was a farming family, and of course they originally produced tractors, not cars. So okay, let me just finish writing that down.
Okay.
You won't say sounds like a load of bull.
Yes. We've done enough crap jokes this evening, I think.
Yes, we have, but that is also a Bond reference, and we haven't had one of those for a while.
No. True.
Yep. Ferruccio. I can't spell that.
As long as you know what it is. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yes. Is that true?
That's kind of what you need to decide, really.
I can't. Yes, it wasn't a question for you.
Just having an internal issue there.
Yeah, indeed. I don't remember from Harry's recent excellent series on touring around Italy looking at Lamborghini things. I don't remember it being a farm that had anything to do with bulls or growing them in trees or whatever it is you do.
I'm not sure you understand how that works.
Doesn't matter. I seem to recall that it wasn't that, because it was in fact chosen because he had a great passion for bullfighting, but I don't recall that the farm had anything to do with that. As for the others, I'm leaning towards that one being the false one, although it is potentially, could argue, is the most plausible, but I don't remember the farm having anything to do with raising bulls. Standard rearview mirror was first used in the Indy 500 in 1911. Well, would you need a rearview mirror at IndyCar racing? I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing. You don't have to navigate a lot of junctions, do you? You just go round and round in a circle as fast as you can. That's kind of IndyCar, isn't it? Really, it's not a technical sport, really. You just big car, big engine, circle, fast as you can.
Well,
that's
yeah,
about it.
Yeah, it's relatively uncomplicated.
It has become something of a contact sport.
Well, not Indy cars. Maybe NASCAR a bit.
I'm thinking of NASCAR. Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Yeah, you get contact in IndyCar, you take flight.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I could go for that. And the whale oil is also very plausible, because it was used for all sorts of things before we realised it was horrible. Yeah, I'm inclined to say Lamborghini false and the other two true, you know.
I see. No.
I don't remember anything about the Lamborghini farm raising bulls. I think it's an arable farm. And then it expanded into a vineyard. But that was a separate thing and came a bit later. But I don't remember the farm having bulls on it. I think it was because Ferruccio was a big fan of bullfighting. I don't think it had anything to do with the farm. Even though they did have a farm, and obviously, as I say, they started making tractors, not cars.
Well documented.
Yes, indeed. I am going to go with my gut on that one. I'm going to say whale oil, true. Rearview mirror, true. Lamborghini, false.
I see. Right.
And I credit Harry Metcalf for that recent knowledge about the history of Lamborghini, because I wouldn't necessarily know that if I hadn't watched his series on it.
It's fine. I don't know whether we should hold off crediting Harry just yet. Let's get the results out first.
It depends if I'm right or not, doesn't it? Yes.
So.
I'm quite confident about that, though.
So here we are. This is going to be. Let's face it. This is going to be our last episode of 2025. So are we going to, in terms of when it airs? So are we about to break the cycle?
You didn't ask me about bicycles. It was all car stuff tonight.
God, you're on form tonight, aren't we? Good job. It's a bloody short week. That's all I can say.
Yes.
Yes. So, do you know what? It's really nice. We're gonna get a nice clean sweep to see out the year, because you are indeed correct.
There you go.
Bloody hell! There's nothing. Don't make a difference.
There's nothing that we can't break it. Neither of us can get anything wrong.
No. No. That's it. So yep, go through those. The whale oil, yes. Up until the 70s, actually, certain automatic transmissions have oil derived from sperm whales because
Yeah, well, they were still hunting whales until in fact, I think even later than that. It took
possibly even later. It depends where in the
time to
world, kind of
eradicate
thing.
it. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and the reason they used it is because any sort of oil is used. It was an excellent lubricant, but also remains stable across wide temperatures. So
which is very important in a transmission. Yes, very good.
right.
Yeah. Yes, I don't deny it wasn't phenomenally useful stuff. It was the obtaining of it that was the problem.
yes, not entirely moral or ethical.
No, not really.
Well, I say not entirely, not at all. So
no, and you have to go and steal the Klingon battle cruiser and fly it towards the sun, and go round, and then you have to make contact with the alien satellite. That's how it's done, isn't it? I think. Well, something like that.
Yeah. And clearly, your fishing expertise are right up there, much with your along with where bulls come from. So, rearview mirror, yes, was indeed used in the inaugural Indianapolis 500 in 1911. It was by Ray Harun. He attached it so that he could see his competitors without having the awkwardness and weight issue of having a riding mechanic, because all the other competitors had a mechanic in the car who was also a spotter as well. So there you go.
I see. So you could save weight and be more efficient.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, so
very good. Very good.
And yes, Lamborghini one. Thank you, Harry. For fuck's sake. Yes, yeah, he did like bullfighting. And there's also the theory around the star sign of Taurus, because Ferruccio Lamborghini was one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's.
But yes,
yeah.
the farm did not breed bulls. That was me having a punt, and I think that punt would have worked if you hadn't watched that bloody video or two.
Maybe it was very plausible.
Well, I went with plausible. I was like, well, this is awfully close. There's facts in there. It's just
if it wasn't for Harry's recent trip to Italy, I might not have gone with that. But he visited the farm and spent quite a bit of time on it. So I just didn't remember him mentioning anything about them. But because I remember him talking about it in terms of his own farm, which is also an arable farm, and talking about the same sort of issues and things like that. So yeah, it just I just didn't remember anything about bulls.
That's fair enough. That's because there was nothing to remember.
No.
Very good.
There we go again. We are still stuck in our ditch with our wheels a-spinning.
Quite. So yes, there we are. We're 1817 as we head into another year. So.
Perhaps we'll think of something better to do eventually.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
No.
Right. We need to pick up on a bit of housekeeping from last week, I would say.
Yeah, probably do.
So let's touch on that. So we need to get an update on an MX-5.
We do. The poor little thing still sits immobile on our driveway. It is booked into the garage for the 16th of January.
Oh, shit, the bed.
Yes, quickest they could do it. They made lots of scary noises about hydraulics and gearbox out, and obviously in their garage that'll mean a new windscreen, and which you'll have to wait 4 months to get.
Maybe they could just have a look at it first.
Yeah, I think it's not any of those things. I think it's a sticky pedal. I think they were preparing the client for the worst case scenario. It's what was going on there.
Is there any temptation to look at a pedal mechanism on the internet and go, right, what is involved in changing it?
There is There is a lot of temptation to do that because I'm sure I probably could. I just haven't got round to it yet. It's a busy time of year.
Maybe a
but,
bit of research on those in between days and go, right,
I'm
actually,
sure,
could I
yes.
save time, effort, and money here, and just
I'm
go
sure
right.
between now and the 16th, I'll have had a look into that. Yes, yes,
Yes. Worth a look. Yes. Okay. So that's good. It's home safe and sound, as we learnt from last week, but there it has remained.
There it has stayed. The Jag will be the vehicle of choice this Christmas.
Probably going to need to put some charge on that battery then if it's going to sit there potentially until the 16th.
Yeah, I'll plug it in. Have no fear. I have the technology for that.
Good.
No bother. One advantage of once having an EV is that I have some quite sturdy external charging cables.
That's good. That's all right then.
I can charge a car at a distance from the plug. So, yeah, no problem there. I'll keep it topped up over the Christmas period.
Lovely. That's all right then. All right. Yes. Well, we'll wait your research on pedal mechanisms.
Yeah, I will feedback on that. If it is something I can have a crack at, then all for the better. My biggest problem with doing it myself is access, because it's a very small car and I'm quite a fat man, and getting into the footwell without stripping the interior is a bit of a challenge. I can't even see where the problem is, let alone dismantle it. So yeah.
Well, a bit of research on that, because
I'll do some research anyway and see what happens.
There's a few of us kicking about. If it does look like an easy job, then I'm sure
I could borrow a skinny mate.
Yeah, a collection of us could get on our hands and knees and see what's what under that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, like you say, I'll do some research. We'll feedback and go from there.
Lovely.
Lovely.
So, we've had a bit of an event this week in our household, in the car world, in our household.
Yes. The fleet has expanded slightly.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's bought another car. Didn't really plan on it particularly. It was just
you rash, impulsive fool. You
could not be passed up. Very agreeable price for a very nice car.
Very good.
So this is for the eldest to continue her learning to drive and to then drive once she's passed.
Well, we talked about this a little while ago, didn't we? Because there was some discussion as to what she should have. And I believe she had an idea on the subject herself.
Yes. Unfortunately,
you are not a millionaire.
Yes, it's not really how it works. You get what you're given.
Yes.
When there is it's a free car, for goodness sake.
Yes. So, I don't think you can look the gift horse in the mouth, as they say. Yes, I don't think. Yes, none of us exactly had sterling vehicles as our first choice.
No. However, I would argue that this is probably the best one out of.
She's done pretty well.
Yeah, because
done pretty well.
Yeah, we've got probably do the grand unveil. It's probably the only time anyone has said this about this particular type of car. But
I would say so.
But it's a 2008 Volkswagen Polo 1.2 petrol.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, really good condition.
Yeah, nice colour.
Yeah, it's in blue. Cost pence to buy. Not too horrific to do all the paperwork and other payments on. Got 75,000 miles on the clock.
Not bad for its age. Not bad at all.
No, and it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Picked that up on Saturday. Did all the paperwork over the weekend of just getting everything sorted so that Alex can actually use it rather than just me, because that seemed a bit pointless.
Yeah, you didn't really need it.
No, not really. But I have been using it actually. I've used it. I used it Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
For various journeys.
Cool.
Well, Monday evening there was all sorts of shenanigans going on, and it's like, well, might as well go and take it out, give it a run.
Yeah.
That's absolutely it's spot on. It's brilliant.
Lovely.
It'll do her very well indeed. I have
excellent.
I've already taken her out on it.
Oh yeah.
So we went out Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
All the paperwork was in place.
Yeah.
So there is a development there that I'm not happy about. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't see how this is allowed. However, it would appear to be. So Alex has already been learning to drive.
Yeah.
She's had some lessons. Must be probably about 10, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. So not a staggering amount, but some.
Well, she's made a start. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Foot is in the door. Don't pull away like that. You'll be. I was going to say,
hope not. That sounds nasty.
So her instructor has a 2017 Seat Leon.
Okay.
Right. Fairly driving instructor-ish sort of car.
Yeah.
Probably would have gone with the Ibiza myself if you're teaching kids. Probably a smaller car may have been a better option, but that's as a moot point. So thought. And Alex was like, "Well, can we go for a drive?" And it's like, "Of course we can." There was this whole point in doing it. Let's go for a drive.
Do that. Yes.
And I said, "Look, you've only ever driven one car. Let me drive it somewhere quiet. Then you just get familiar with it, with no people around."
Perfect.
Yeah, I thought that way. I said,
"Good call. Call.
You've done plenty of driving on the road, but I said, let's just get familiar with the car."
Strange car to her. Let's make sure she's comfortable with it.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
So that was all right. So we went through all the sort of went through all the basics of just going right before we even turn the car on and going right. You'll be used to certain things being a bit more automated in a 2017 car versus a 2008 car. So we'll go through all of the stuff of going right. You don't have climate control, but you do have heater controls and aircon, and this is how you do your lights, your wipers, your indicators, all of that stuff. This is where
all of the essentials. Yeah.
So we went through all of the basic stuff, and then it's like, right, let's get yourself all comfy, sorted, mirrors adjusted, seat where you need to be. All right, and then we'll fire it up and think about manoeuvring the vehicle. So this is where the alarming moment came. Not through any fault of Alex's, or anything dodgy she did at all. No, she was fine. However, she did make quite a comment. She went, "This is the first car I've driven with a handbrake." I'm like, "What?"
Oh.
I was like, "Well, no, all cars have handbrakes." She's like, "Oh no, but the one in the Leon is electric."
It's a button on the dash.
And I'm like,
"Oh no,
God!"
They're using that for driving school.
So that's fine, apparently. So
no, it's not.
No, I agree, it's not. But apparently that's fine.
So she hadn't learned to use a ratcheting on the floor handbrake.
Nope. So.
Oh dear.
No, so we had a bit of a crash course in that.
Not literally,
crashes.
I hope.
No actual crashes. No. Yeah, so we had to go through that, and I'm like,
blimey.
this doesn't feel right, because there's a point, like, say I hadn't been in a position to buy the car, and she'd carried on just having lessons exclusively in the instructor's
Yeah,
car, and then having a
yeah,
test in that car and passing. That means you've got a
yeah.
full UK license and have never operated a handbrake.
Never operated a manual handbrake.
That's a worry,
I
isn't it?
wonder if it is a worry. I wonder if we're going to see more of this, though, as more and more cars have that, and as more and more driving schools get electric cars, which don't have any of that. So, because as it stands at the moment, if you learn in an automatic, you only can drive. Your license is different.
Yes.
You're only licensed to drive automatics. I don't know. Is that true if you learn in an EV?
It would have to be, surely, because there's no.
Yeah.
You're missing a vital pedal and a stick.
Yeah.
So it
I
must
would
be
have thought so.
identical. So that's.
Yeah, I would have thought so. But as far as things like driver aids, like electronic, in inverted commas, nothing personal, like electronic handbrakes. But what about other things like a car of that age, 2017, automatic lights, automatic wipers,
Yep.
all of that stuff, which in a car actually not very much older than that, won't have. And whose first car is new and top of the range? Not many.
No, which is why I sat there and went through all that sort of stuff with her, thinking, all right, we'll go through lights, wipers, all that stuff, just because it's highly likely that it will be automated. It didn't even enter my head that I'd have to worry about the handbrake. Actually, there was an awful lot of the first drive actually teaching how to use a handbrake.
So there's it's a whole set of skills in itself, that particularly with hill starts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I went and found some.
An integral part of manoeuvring.
Yeah, fortunately, where we went, it was relatively, really quite quiet with it being Sunday afternoon, so I was able to go, let's go and find some gentle gradients, and you can get a feel for, because we did everything on the flat to begin with, and go, right, well, if you're not, so the revelation of not using handbrakes, like, well, let's get used to it on a flat surface, and go, this is what it does. It's like, get used to, we're flat, we're not going to roll anywhere, get used to just putting it on and off while we're not doing anything. Then put it on, get a feel for where the bite is. You can feel the car do the dip, and you go, right, that's when you gently release the handbrake, and it's just getting used to all that.
Balance it with the foot brake and the clutch, and it's a whole
all of that
sort of synchronized thing, isn't it? But if they're not even teaching them how to do that, oh dear, that's quite a large area of operating a vehicle that they're not learning about.
Yeah, a bit dodgy that. But like I said, we sat there, went through it.
Never even occurred to me that they'd be doing that.
It's but yeah, she was absolutely fine. She took to it well. We'll have a few more. She said, can we take it to the same place again and practice it again before we go near the road? So yeah,
absolutely. That's obviously an area you're going to have to focus on, because she won't be learning it in the lessons.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. That is concerning. Because, as you say, it's not like she's learning in an automatic and will only have an automatic license. She will have a full. Presumably, the car she's learning in has a manual gearbox.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. I never thought manual gearboxes and electronic handbrakes went very well together.
No.
It's different in an automatic.
Yeah, it is definitely different. But I've driven a couple of cars that are manual and electric handbrake, and you're right. It's not a match made in heaven.
No.
The only way that it works is if, and I know that the majority of them, maybe it's only some of the early ones wouldn't have had this, but I think it was possible in the early incarnations of them to have an electric handbrake, but not spec an auto hold.
Right. Okay.
So you'd actually have to flick the button. So like a hill start, the auto hold would be perfect because it will hold the car for you.
Yes.
But I think you can get variations of car where you would actually have to press the button, which is stupid.
But again, that's a skill set specific to that a car with that feature.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we should be speccing driving school cars with electronic handbrakes.
No, I don't think so either. And like, one of the crappiest ones I had used was, it did have auto hold, this one. So it was a VW Passat that had electric.
I drove a VW Passat with an electronic handbrake but a manual gearbox. Yes.
So one really annoying thing is I took it as the pack horse for camping. It was an estate, so just filled it with all the gubbins.
Yes, the one I drove was an estate. Funnily enough.
And I got to the campsite and pulled up. Had to do the briefest bit of paperwork to get in, and I just parked. I pulled up next to where the high-vis man was. Car was running. Quickly jumped out to get something out of my bag to give to him. And yep, he's like, "Yep, perfect, thank you. On your way." So I got in the car and went to pull away. Wouldn't pull away.
Wouldn't.
No. I'm like, the fuck is up with this? Because here I am in a field about to do 2 miles an hour to drive to a camping pitch that is so close I can almost touch it. I just needed to park on it.
Yeah.
But no. I'd got in and thought, I'm going 10 meters at most. I'm not going to bother putting my seatbelt on. Would not disengage the electric handbrake unless you put your seatbelt on.
Really? Oh God.
And go, that's a feature you don't need.
My problem with it, the car was in Scotland during a period of my working life where I used to have to go to Scotland every so often. And the car, on one occasion that I was given to travel about between various sites that I had to visit in Scotland, was said VW Passat estate, and it had the electronic handbrake. And on one occasion, I parked the car in the car park at the factory I was visiting. Now, the car park had a very gentle slope to it. And
this is going.
Not being used to said electronic handbrake, didn't push the button. Also didn't leave it in gear. So it was in neutral, handbrake not engaged. Don't recall there being a warning light or anything. Maybe there was and I just didn't notice. Anyway, gentle slope, got out the car, opened the boot, got my stuff out the boot. Car didn't move. Went inside, did my day's business, came back out. Car wasn't in the space that I left it in.
Excellent.
Keys still in my pocket. No one else had use of the car. Oh, I see what's happened here. It was perfectly in a space, but the opposite space to the one I parked it in, during the course of the day, it had very gently rolled across the car.
Just reparked itself. Thankfully,
itself.
Nothing else was in the other space there.
Nothing else was in the other space except a fence post, which had made contact, shall we say, with the boot lid. Yes. And there was a very slight dent in the boot, in the tailgate, which I never said anything about.
It's fine. No one noticed.
It's fine.
Yeah, it
was a hire car. They expect that sort of thing.
It's just, yeah, it's not great.
They're just, yeah. I can't remember what car I had at the time. It might have been the Mini, but of course, proper handbrake in a
Yeah,
Mini.
that would have it. Yeah, that's got a proper
Yeah.
handbrake. And it's just, yeah,
Yeah.
and you raise a valid point, and it's that
I'd never used one before.
It's part of my paranoia.
Yeah.
I've had to instill it in anyone who's got use of my cars. Like, I always park it with it in gear.
Well, of course, with an automatic.
Oh yeah, you've got less of it. There's less of an issue there, but yes,
there's less chance. But yeah.
With the exception of the Volvo, every car I've owned has been manual. So
yes, yeah. Yeah, leave it in gear, and you're quite good at turning your wheels into the curb as well.
Oh yeah,
just in case everything lets go.
Yeah,
you can.
That's the thing. It's just force of habit, and it's like conversation. Okay, you're going. Why do you bother? It's like, look, all I'm doing is saving myself a load of hassle.
Yeah, it's probably completely unnecessary because you've got much nicer cars these days than you perhaps had in the past.
Yeah, just go. This is fine. These are lingering skills or habits that I guess go. You know what? I'm fine with keeping these going.
It does no harm. And if one horrible day everything that stops the car moving goes twang, you'll be okay.
It'll be all right because it'll have wedged itself on a curb. But there's also what's interesting as well. Like, listen to Alex, and it was like we had a conversation with driving instructor, or she did, on my behalf. I'm just going. Look, there are certain things that I do. Now, these are again probably habits, but actually, like for instance, 2 of the 3 cars that we have now enforce this ritual. So what I do when I drive a manual car, when I start it, I always make sure it's out of gear, but my foot is on the clutch. Purely through mechanical sympathy. It means when you turn the car over, you're not turning over everything, you're just getting the engine going. We'll worry about the gearbox in a minute.
No, that's really, I've got the same habit in a manual car. Down with the clutch before you attempt to start it.
Yeah. So for instance, the van and my car won't let you start the car unless your foot's on the clutch.
Some cars won't, but some earlier cars are quite happy for you to do it. But
whereas, and I said, look, that's to Alex, like, this is really good practice to do. And she said, well, why? And I explained why. Well, like I just said, these are the reasons we do it. And having this chat with the instructor, going, no, you don't have to do that. I was like, no, you don't have to. It's a very good idea to. Don't come back with going, oh no, don't do that.
No, because what's the harm in doing it?
Yeah, quite.
Even if the car doesn't require it, like you say, it's mechanical sympathy. But I think that's something that will be lost ultimately.
Yeah.
Well, all right. When people maybe are driving more and more electric cars, it's irrelevant. But the internal combustion vehicle is going to be with us for a long time yet.
Yeah. And I just think these are skills that are going to be lost, and I think the handbrake thing's going to be lost. It's just it's a worry, isn't it?
But I think at the moment it's wrong to be teaching people in vehicles that where you are going to not teach a whole area of skill there, and they're very likely their first car will not be something that has an electronic handbrake and lots of driver aids. I think that's wrong. Yeah. I think that's wrong. That's a poor choice of vehicle for a driving school.
Yeah, I think you need something that's a bit more bog standard in terms of spec. I mean,
yeah, I agree. Because I know they have to have dual controls and things, but you can fit dual controls to anything.
Of course you can. Yeah. Yes. It was quite interesting to hear, like, sort of, she was explaining. The car feels quite different. Like, for instance, the clutch is much nicer to operate, and that's because this car hasn't had a life of learner drivers destroying them. So
The car I learned to drive in was a mini metro whose door mirrors were attached with sellotape. I think it had been a driving school car for quite a long time.
Interesting. What a lovely vehicle to learn in. What was it? I learned in Fiestas of various vintage.
Yes.
Mm.
And then my Mark IV Escort actually was quite a marked step up from.
Yeah, quite. Yeah.
That was actually quite luxurious compared to what
compared to a metro, but yeah. No, like driving that Polo yesterday, and just God blimey. I don't know if it's sort of rose tinted spectacles and all that, but just sitting in it and going, God, compared to my first car, this is tremendous.
I mean, I've only seen a photo of it, but it did look very tidy.
It is
very tidy. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just getting in. It's got, like I said, it's got aircon. It's got half decent stereo. It's
yeah.
I don't know. What more do you want?
Well, I mean, I suppose it was bound to be better than the sort of first cars we had, because time has moved on, and an older car is still going to have lots of things on it that we wouldn't have had. But even so, I think she's done well there.
Yeah. That seems
well.
to be the general consensus, and even
yeah,
like I know she had opinions on cars going back a bit, but she seemed genuinely chuffed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's
good.
Nice set of wheels, I'd say. But yeah,
you've done very well. Yeah.
I'll use it a bit.
Yes.
Kaylee probably will as well, but just I'd rather it got some use while we're building up to her doing a test.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you don't want it just sitting there, do you? No.
Yeah, with wait times on it, I still think we're about 6 months off that from what she was saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I'll definitely use it once a week or something. So you'll no doubt see me bring it to the office one day a week or something like that.
Oh, see it at the office. Yeah, ideal. Yeah, cool. Yes, that's tremendous. I think you've done well. I think she's done well, and you've raised a very valid concern.
Yeah.
If you run a driving school, get a car with a handbrake, will you? What are you doing? Come on now.
Yeah, that is.
Come on.
That is solid advice, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. There we go. Look at that. Did a whole episode with only us and only our content. Don't have to rely on anyone else.
Oh, how about we haven't touched on the news or anything? Not that there's been a lot this week.
No, I still got some odds and sods, but I'll sit on that till
Yeah.
next week. It's not going anywhere, and the news that I was going to talk about isn't even coming into action yet. So it's just kind of. It's a bit of info for potentially the first episode of 2026.
2026. Here we are, powering into another year. How about that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I believe our anniversary is in February.
Yes, you are correct. Somewhere
Yes,
around the third week.
That'll take us into our 6th year.
Yes, it
doing
will.
This.
That's
my word.
That's madness. That is.
It really is.
Probably not as mad as the people who listen to it, but to carry on doing what you're doing. Fine work.
They're very valued and other adjectives I can't currently think of. Listeners,
valued,
yes,
treasured, just adored. Yes,
absolutely. Adore the listener. Yeah. Worship the listener.
Quite.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get right on that. Yeah, very good. All right then. Well, we'll wrap this one up, and I'll see you in 2026.
A happy new year to you all.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.